Part 2. Y'all hit me with 12 like it was nothing, so we're back. High school's over, but some people never got the memo. Some disappeared off the face of the earth, and some turned into full-blown adults overnight. And some are still acting like they're late to third period. So this is the types of people after high school, part 2. Let's get into it. Starting things off, we have the one who got hot. This person went from a yearbook background character to main character overnight. In high school, this person was either invisible or fugly. Now they're a walking thirst trap. You blinked and they hit a glow-up montage straight up out of a Netflix original. The girl who got hot, used to be low-key. The hoodie up, messy bun, never talked. Now, full-blown glow-up. She figured out makeup, skincare, gym.
No cap. I had a glow-up out of high school. No cap. I did. I also got dreads, so like it was kind of crazy. I got immaculate. But also too, bro, there was this girl. There's this girl. I didn't go to high school with her, but I went to middle school with her, and she was a big girl. She was a big girl. You get what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. If you like big girls, you like big girls. But she was a big girl. She used to sit next to me in class. Son, when I tell you COVID happened and she came back, bro, I remember it was like a year or two ago, bro. I'm going through like Instagram stories, bro, and I look at this girl and I'm like, who the hell is this? Shawty looked good. I cannot lie. I was like, who the hell is this? Bro, I clicked it. It was the girl. Now, she deleted all the pictures of back before she got, back before her journey. But shout out, I was low-key happy for her. I was like, you know what? She took quarantine. She said, fuck it, I'm locking in. And she got skinny and she got right. Shout out to her, bro. Shout out to her, bro. She is definitely fine now, bro. I wouldn't say fine. She's not my cup of tea, but Shawty looks good. Shawty definitely looks good.
Fashion, everything. She's posting just felt cute selfies that looks like they're out of magazine covers. Every guy who ignored her is now in her DMs like, we should catch up. Sweating, smiling emoji. And she knows.
Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. No cap. There's been a couple times I've thought about it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Because look, I missed. Bro, it's like missing on the draft pick. You get what I'm saying? I missed it. I didn't see the potential. When we was drafting, bro, I skipped on her. I ain't see the potential. I need to let someone that sees the potential get the rock. You feel me? Someone else pick her up, bro. I didn't see the potential. You get what I'm saying? I can't call up now. Now that she's an all-star, superstar level talent, I can't call her up now like, yo, baby, you trying to sign to this team? No, bro. If she expresses interest in me in free agency, then I'll look it through. You get what I'm saying? But I can't express my interest now, bro, because I didn't see the potential. I didn't see the idea, and that's my fault. I didn't see the game plan. I got to game plan better. I got to scout better. That's on me.
She got hot. She's not cocky about it, but this silent confidence is dangerous. You see her at a party and you're like, wait, was she always this pretty? She wasn't. She evolved. Dudes who used to curve her popping out like, remember me? Yeah, bro, she remembers. She ignoring you on purpose. She went from, can I
don't remember me is crazy.
Borrow a pencil to, how does she already have 80K on Instagram? And then there's the dude who glowed up and it was like in high school, this guy looked like a soggy breadstick. He had a bad haircut, so many pimples on his face. These pimples were probably in a Discord call talking to each other. He wore the same hoodie every day like it was a uniform, said maybe 5 words a semester. Then he graduated and became a problem. He started lifting, grew a beard, got a low taper fade.
That low taper fade, meme is, dude, it is still massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
Learned how to dress. Now he looks like a walking Instagram explore page. And hey,
that
no homo,
diet
obviously, but hey, I mean, he's killing it. All right. I mean, you check his socials. It's gym pics, clean fits, and thirst traps with 0 caption.
Hey, you got that shit on, bro.
He's still chill. He's still humble. You can't even hate. You just gotta dap him up and be like, "Congrats, bro. You're getting bitches now." Next up, we got the military guy. You blinked, and suddenly this dude was in uniform. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't post about leaving. Just vanished and popped back up, saluting a flag in the middle of a desert. Now his entire Instagram feed is just flexing in camo and squinting into the sun. Captions like, new scenery, same mindset, US flag. You're in Kuwait, calm down. Always trying to recruit you on Snapchat like it's a side quest. Bro, you ever think about joining? Great benefits. Travel the world. Real discipline. No, man, I get winded walking to the mailbox. Also, I'm not built for boot camp. I physically groan when my DoorDash driver has trouble getting into my building and I have to get up out of my bed. And somehow this guy's turned into a full-blown motivational speaker. Wakes up at 4 a.m., takes cold showers, does push-ups on gravel for fun. Went from being late first period every day to calling civilians soft. He posts a pic holding a rifle with the caption, "Earned, not given," like he didn't fail sophomore algebra. And yeah, he's a little intense now, but low-key, he found his thing. He's got a purpose, a routine, a jawline. You can't even hate. You just scroll past his posts like, damn, good for him, but please stop trying to enlist me, bro. Next up, we have the spiritual awakening. This person...
Log me in, bro. Look, where I live in the United States of America, there is a lot of women with tapestries on their walls and crystals that want to touch me. That don't want to touch me, but like that I've been around. Okay, I've probably talked to more girls that know about some crystals than other girls. So yeah.
Went from high school gossip to full-on crystal healer. Used to start drama in the group chat. Now they're starting their mornings with gratitude journaling and turmeric shots. They say things like, Mercury's in retrograde. That's why my ex came back and my tire popped. Every day it's a new moon phase and a new personality. They post Instagram stories with soft piano music and captions like, protecting my peace. They do breath work, burn sage, talk to rocks, and give off the energy of someone who's either deeply enlightened or slowly losing it. 1 month they're Buddhist, the next they're microdosing in Costa Rica with a guy named River. They treat astrology like a blood type. Sorry I ghosted. I'm a Pisces rising with a wounded Venus. They talk like they've been through 7 divorces and 4 lifetimes. Always posting blurry sunset pics with captions like, letting go of what no longer serves me. You ask how they're doing and they hit you with healing. You don't know if they're talking about their...
You know, I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna get a fire sunset pic one day and I'm gonna say letting go of what doesn't serve me. That's a bar.
Soul or a sinus infection. But hey, at least they're not toxic anymore, just deeply confusing. Like, are they okay? No idea, but their aura is apparently immaculate. Next up, we have the I'm not like them girl. She moved into a big city and came back acting like she studied abroad on Mars. One weekend visit and she's like, ugh, everyone here is so small-minded. Starts her sentences with, in New York, ... Like she's been there longer than 6 months. Her wardrobe now looks like a thrift store exploded. Oversized blazers, platform shoes, weird little bags that hold nothing. Every iced coffee is a moment.
Tell me a sound that's better than this.
She takes pictures of her oat milk latte next to a book she hasn't opened with captions like, slow mornings. You ask her how she's doing and she goes, I've just been healing lately, similar to the spiritual girl. But this bitch has nothing to heal from. Almost always a product of nepotism, and when she's healing, that's just kind of code for coming down off of a certain substance. She uses words like international, aligned, and soft girl era, like she's running a wellness retreat, but she's just working retail and crying in the break room. Says she doesn't believe in capitalism, but charges $45 for crocheted earrings on Depop. She looks at you like you're still stuck in your hometown phase while she's reached some sort of higher plane of existence. Like, oh, you still live here? That's adorable. All right, enlightenment Barbie. You live in a shoebox and call it intimate. We're not the same, and that's fine. Just stop acting like you invented emotional growth. Next up, we got the conspiracy guy. This dude took 1 gap year and came back a philosopher with Wi-Fi. Now, every conversation somehow leads to, nah, bro, you gotta look into it. You're talking about Chipotle and he goes, you know Bill Gates owns most of the farmland, right? He thinks the government is watching his notes app, keeps his camera covered with tape, won't use Siri, refers to Amazon as them, said college was a scam before he even got accepted anywhere, still lives with his mom but swears he's off the grid. He's like the male version of the spiritually awakened girl, but instead of crystals and moon water, it's encrypted group chats, telegrams, and YouTube rabbit holes. She thinks she's guided by the stars, he thinks he's being tracked by satellites. She posts astrology memes with sparkles. He reposts screenshots of tweets with captions like, they don't want you to know this. He refuses to drink tap water and keeps saying, just wait till it all collapses. Somehow always half right, but also deeply concerning. You don't know if he's enlightened or just severely online. Still, low-key, he's kind of convincing. Until he says that, like, birds aren't real. Then it's like,
yeah, no, I was about to say, they low-key be having you for a second. You be like, you know what, bro, you're right. And then they'll say something about, like, I don't know, bro, the sky, the air we breathe, like actually a toxin the air we breathe is actually a drug, and we don't actually see the real world until we try ecstasy or something. You be looking at them like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
Like, okay, bro, thanks. Good talk. Next up, we got the overly nostalgic one. They talk about high school like it was the golden age of civilization, still bringing up prom like it was the happiest they've ever been. Man, nothing will ever
Actually,
top that.
I don't talk to enough people from my high school, but like, I don't think yeah, even in my day-to-day, I don't have people going, oh my God, I love the thing that happened in high school. Nah, bro. I would say that's more of a college thing. I think that's more of a college thing. People really dwell on college.
Okay, bro. It was a rented suite and lukewarm chicken tenders. They'll be randomly saying things like, senior year was just different. Like, we weren't all stressed, sleep-deprived, and failing math. Still quotes teachers
It wasn't
like they were
different.
philosophers. Still wearing
I
the
didn't
same
have a senior
class
year, so
ring.
it didn't
Still
matter.
start sentences with, remember when we, like their entire identity is locked in a gymnasium from 2019. They treat high school like it was a movie, but really it was just like acne, awkward hugs, and people lying about what they were doing after graduation. Everyone else moved on. This person is just paused. And the worst part, they don't even realize it. They think they're holding on to memories, but really, they're stuck. Last but not least, we got the guy who turned into a podcast. He graduated, bought a mic, and started talking like Joe Rogan possessed.
Listen, bro. We gotta have a face-to-face. So when COVID hit, I did start a podcast. That was my first dip into content creation. It actually was doing pretty well to where I actually got monetization on the podcast. Okay, so when we were in COVID, and I was still technically in school because when COVID started, I was ending my junior year. So I had people like I went to school with in these episodes, and everybody thought it was so cool. I stopped doing it. It was such a hassle, bro. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. It wasn't, it's hard to like, I don't know. I felt like it was like a high school thing because I had all these people, like, it was people I never talked to. I never talked to in high school. There's people I never talked to that were sitting there and like, can I get on an episode? Can you interview me? Can you do can I get on an episode of the pod? And I'm like, no. So like, I just got rid of it. Like I had like hoodies and shirts. I'm pretty sure if I like took time to actually look for one, I could find one of the hoodies or shirts and like show you guys. But yeah, no, bro. I did have a podcast back in the day. I kind of wish I just like stayed with it because it could have been really big now, but hey, man, I don't know. But yeah, no, I did have a podcast. I was that guy. And like, after, I'm not going to say I started it because I didn't start podcasts, but like, there was like 3 or 4 groups of people in my school that end up making podcasts. And I think they still make podcasts to this day. And they use the same app I used. So yeah. I remember them texting me and being like, what app do you use? How do you do it? And I was like, yeah, no. So yeah.
Him. Every sentence starts with not.
Also, you can technically find my podcast on Spotify. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcast. You can find it on most podcast websites or wherever you listen to them at.
Enough people are talking about this, even if it's just about air fryers or dating apps. Suddenly he's a life coach with no credentials, says stuff like discipline is greater than motivation, but he wakes up at noon, talks for 90 minutes straight about the grind set for 5 Spotify listeners. He doesn't have convos anymore, just monologues. You try to catch up with him and he says, bro, let's save this for the pod. No thanks, bro. Some people find peace after high school.
I never said no shit like that. Let's save this for the pod? Nah, that's crazy.
This guy found a ring light and a mic. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's try to get 10,000 likes. Again, I can't promise a part 3, but I'll appreciate it nonetheless. All right, take care.
Lame, man. Y'all so damn unoriginal that y'all about to take my name. So don't start to think that we similar, nigga. We do not we're the same. For comparison, I'm in Paris and you walking on a plane. Yeah, I'm that nigga static, so no, I gotta let you have it.